Bring in CNBC.com political finance reporter Brian Schwartz. Brian, as the fundraising emails are both out from both sides, what do you expect to happen next from your vantage point?
Well, we've been making calls about this for the last 48 hours in the build up to what we thought was going to be a guilty verdict. And, I haven't found a single, Republican mega donor or business leader aligned with the Republican Party who really cared about this verdict. And they're actually doubling and tripling down in their support for Donald Trump as we speak. There's a variety of events being scheduled in the coming weeks, in fact, that have been scheduled to be prior to the guilty verdict that we've seen tonight. And so, I really don't expect this to impact Donald Trump's fundraising. I think, in fact, it's going to help him raise money because a lot of the business leaders that are in his camp are just moving and continuing to move in support of him. We heard today that hedge fund executive Bill Ackman is likely to support Donald Trump, and we heard about this in the build-up to this guilty verdict. So we're not really sure if this could be a negative for Donald Trump in fundraising, not yet, but we are definitely certain that he is going to see a boom from a lot of major business leaders that are slowly moving into his camp or are there already.
Right. So this notion that it's rigged and that this is further evidence, he says, that they are going after him politically. That's something that's resonating with donors, big donors, too, financiers. I mentioned Steven Schwartzman has come back to Trump. Nelson Peltz has come back to Trump after they denounced him after January 6th.
Right.
But given the state of the country, given what they see from the Biden administration, given issues that we're dealing with here, like immigration and anti-Semitism, which all seem much bigger than all of this, they're going to continue to back him now that he's a felon.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, when you look at it, I don't know if they're thinking about whether they believe Trump in how he says things are rigged regarding the election, these claims that he's made about that, or if this process has been rigged. I don't know if they go that far, but they're definitely looking at the state of the country. And in their view, things are just not going as well as they want it to be, right? You mentioned what's happening in Israel. You mentioned what's happening at the border. And really, these are just pushing people into Trump's camp. But you really just take a step back, and it is, to me, pretty fascinating. These are some of the same people who, cried about when January 6th took place. These people who really were upset when the riot took place on Capitol Hill on January 6, 2021, and really denounced Trump, if not denounced Trump, to denounce what took place on Capitol Hill. And you fast forward to today, many of those very same people are back with Trump anyway. And I think that's really, really notable. But what we're going to see going forward past this guilty verdict, kind of a coalescing around Donald Trump among a variety of different business leaders. You mentioned Steve Schwartzman. He made that announcement about a week ago. And it's so, this is pretty notable about the timing of these announcements, timing of things we're hearing. And based on the calls I've been making in the last 48 hours, things on the fundraising fund are necessarily not going to go against him at this time.